It is the second week of qualifiers on World of Dance, and they did not disappoint. I couldn't keep my eyes dry. What an incredible episode. Let's get into the conversation. Let's get it going.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Ooh, it's a party. It's a party in here.
It is a party. Always loving a party.
Yes, it's amazing. Okay, I know what you guys are thinking. Don't freak out just yet. Kristen is away for the week, but she will be back next week. So do not fret. We are going to have a great show because so many talented acts came through the show tonight, and we can't wait to get into the conversation. So many people that we knew from last season or from other shows. So first, let's do a quick introduction, and then we will get into the routines. So, to my left, to your right, is the beautiful, wonderful, fabulous Kim Davey.
Oh, you're too kind, darling. Thank you so much. It's so exciting to be here. I cannot wait to join you and Kristen next week all together.
Yes, we're so excited.
Dancing girls.
The gangs all together, and I am Teague Dooley-Panko. But first, you want to tell us just kind of what your background in dance is? I think it's kind of good for the audience and the people in the chat and everybody to kind of know what you're up to. Yeah. What do you know?
What do I know? Where do I know it? So, everyone, my name is Kim Davey, and I'm originally from New Zealand. As you can tell, it's kind of obvious, really, isn't it? The accent gives it away. My life is dance, literally, and I have a dance business called She Shines On Dance Tours, and we bring dancers from Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, the UK, all to America on 2-week dance tours. So they go to either LA or New York, Orlando. So we're talking high school age, like 12 through to sort of 24 with their dance studios. And they perform on stage at Disney. They do classes at Edge, Millennium, IDA, Broadway Dance Center, Alvin Ailey, you name it. And the whole idea is literally kind of like World of Dance, where it's bringing the world together and giving dancers from other countries that don't have the opportunities that you do in America to come to America and see what's out there, go hard and enjoy all the classes, performances. We meet with agents. So my life is literally dance. 24/7. I eat, sleep, breathe, everything.
That's amazing. Well, you know what? It sounds like you should be like the perfect recruiter for World of Dance. We have to maybe get you working with them.
I think I love that. Can you please hook that up?
Yeah. Awesome. Of course. I've got a lot of pull. That was a joke. But no, I am Teague. I don't know if we did backgrounds really quick. I am a professional dancer. I've been dancing since I was young. I danced in college and I dance out here professionally in LA. So we just wanted to get that out of the way.
Girl.
Oh no, sometimes we can't say that. It's okay. Okay, you guys, let's get into our initial thoughts, the overall thoughts of the episode. What were your overall thoughts?
Well, my overall thoughts is that I literally left teary-eyed and crying. So,
yes, I know.
In a positive way, though. So, I'm blown away. I mean, there's so many cool dance shows going on at the moment, and this one is just killing it. It's just so... I really, really appreciate the worldly view of this one and the fact that we're getting to see different nationalities perform in different arenas. It's just fantastic. I'm so excited.
It's fantastic, and I love seeing a polished look. It's kind of different than the other shows because you don't get to see a lot of development, although there is some development over the competition. But when you see them when they first come out, it's guns are blazing. They're ready to go, and so I do appreciate that about this show a lot. But I thought it was a great episode. I was emotionally, I was crying, several times, trying to hold it back. But let's get into the routines, shall we?
Let's do it.
So first up, we have the adorable cutesy patooties, the little people of the lab. This is the junior team from West Covina, and they competed last year.
Yes.
It was so cute, their little introduction.
So
they have fans now, and they're just like the cutest kids, and it looks like they've worked really hard this past year to put a great routine together. I thought that they looked much stronger than they did last year. They looked, worlds better. They were great last year as well, but I think that they really honed in on exactly what they're looking for on the show, and I think that it paid off. So what do you think?
Yeah, well, I absolutely think that, they're a little bit older now, so that's always helpful. But also just their backgrounds is so interesting, how they're obviously got tough family life. And oftentimes with dance, it brings people together and it's an escape mechanism as well. And you can really focus your 100% efforts and focus into something when you're trying to escape something else. So I think they've worked really, really hard to up their game. And I just appreciate younger dancers, like exactly what Derek was saying about when they bring it with the little facials. So cute. And I particularly love it when it's hip hop crews, because just the facials that they pull all the time, they're so embodying every move, fully going for it. And you just have a really fun time looking at them and watching. So I thought they were great. They were sync, they were together. It was magic, high energy, polished. Yeah, I thought they did a great job.
It was amazing. And I just love those two widows that they put in the front. Oh, that's so cute. I just want to put them in my pocket.
And the facials.
So the judges agreed with us. They scored them 95, 92, and 95.
Yeah, totally.
For a total of 94, which I think was very well deserved.
Very well deserved.
Yeah, great. And also, you guys, we are in the live chat, and I am keeping up with it. So put your comments in there. We appreciate you guys being in there. We love you, if you didn't already know. But give us your opinions, and we will shout you out. Okay, so next we are moving on to Pasha and Daniella. This was a very gorgeous couple. They've been married for 3.5 years. They are breaking rules of ballroom. They had the touching story about his dad coming from Germany and having the green card, but his brother had to stay in Germany because he was too old.
Russia, I think.
Was it Russia?
Yeah, Russia.
Oh, Russia. I wrote down a different country,
world.
which seems like it's impossible to do, but I did it. Okay, it is also just a Tuesday. I was going to say it's Monday. Okay, bear with me, everybody. Anyways, it was a touching story. So the thing about this is they performed in jeans. Their quality of movement was great, and I think that the judges agreed with us on that. However, I wasn't a huge fan of the jeans. I know that they did it to stand out, to do something a little bit different. However, her legs are so stunning and beautiful, and I loved her lines that I was seeing even in the jeans, that I know if I saw it in a proper ballroom outfit, or if I could see just more of the leg. I don't know. I'm kind of classic in that way, where I'd like to see the line. Kind of having in pants, and especially pants that you have to have a little bit looser and able to, for you can do tricks and turns and all that stuff to stretch. It didn't do it for me as far as enabling me to see where the lines were. I would have liked a little bit more of glitz and glam and kind of a proper attire. I see why they did it, and I'm sure people will disagree with me, but I'm not sure. What did you think? What do you think about the jeans?
That's interesting, because I kind of do disagree. I think that well, firstly, here's a good thing, is the fact that next time that they perform, if she does have her legs, then that's like a one-up. You'll be more excited. I agreed with J-Lo. I totally thought it was one of the most stunning acts I've seen, and I appreciated the more casual look of the jeans and stuff. I think it just leaves a little bit more for the imagination, like you thinking, oh, I'd like to see this, like to see that. But already it was stunning, so what will it be like when they bring that? But I just really love the choreography, and I love the pauses, with the musicality, like bum, 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 and just slow movement. It really keeps your attention. So I thought it was fantastic. And I know Neo and Derek didn't love it, but I was all with J-Lo, and I thought that was awesome, and I would have definitely put them through.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, I do... the thing that they kept saying is the quality of movement, and that is 100% true. When she moved, her whole, every muscle, everything was intact, and I did appreciate that. But, so the judges scored it. Neo gave a 79, then J-Lo 93, and Derek 87. So this was an 86.3. So that put them through, which is exciting. I'm excited to see what they have for next week. She did seem a bit shaken up by this. I think she was kind of overwhelmed. She seemed a little bit nervous. She seemed like she might have shed a few tears on the way out before she talked to Jenna.
A lot riding on it, because they were talking about, you mentioned coming from Russia, and his older brother was not able to come with them and had to stay back in Russia, and how $1 million would change their lives because they'd be able to obviously fund his green card to come out. So I think they've just got a lot of pressure on themselves as to really to win this. And I think they took a gamble doing it the way they did, and I think they were hoping it would super pay off. Yeah. But it was debatable, so it was a fine line. So it's kind of like, oh my gosh, emotional dancers.
Yeah. Well, it's always good to take a risk, but then you
never know, it's
take
a
a
risk.
risk. Yeah. So, wow.
Jinx.
Jinx. So, okay, next routine, we have got the, Connection.
Mexico.
Oh, they were from Chihuahua, Mexico. They were amazing. But first, let's get to their story. So they had kind of a tough upbringing. They said that when they were younger, a lot of the times they'd be worried to go outside because there was always a fear of being kidnapped, which is
you
so crazy
imagine
to
that?
wrap your brain around.
Coming from New Zealand, like where it's all sunshine and lollipops, generally, I can't imagine not being able to go outside for fear of your safety, just to be able to play in the backyard. But I suppose everything has a silver lining, and it wouldn't have meant necessarily if they were safe to go outside, they would have gone to the dance studio as much. So, you know, everything happens for a reason, and they've trained really hard. So they were fantastic.
Yes. So my favorite thing about this group was that they had incredible facials. I'm like a sucker for facials and just like full performance.
Yeah.
And they looked like all of them on stage. I was like, I could put them on Justin Bieber's tour. I could put them on someone's tour. Like they're just performance ready. You know, they're not only just incredible dancers, incredible movers, incredible tricks. They have like the performance aspect where they could, the stage presence that they could walk across the stage and do like a stank face. I'm like, that's great. It's funny. It's cute. It's adorable. I love it.
Engaging.
You know, so it's engaging. Yeah. So I was really impressed with their performance overall. This finger swipe thing was great.
You stole it. I was like, that was the move of the century.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, she got me so well.
So good. And then I think there's just something about grown men crying that just gets me right here in the heart. I mean, I couldn't keep it together when they were all just so emotional, so incredibly happy when they found out that they went through.
Yeah. That's the thing about dancers, though. Let's be real. Like, we are dancers, so we understand, but we're such emotional, artistic beings. And in general, I feel like we are able to express our emotions maybe more than the general population. Maybe. This is just a statement. Completely may not be true. But yeah, I think men who dance are able to be more in touch with their emotions. They seem more connected to everything, and they just are able to express themselves. So yay for dance. And yay for expressing yourself and actually feeling and being connected to your body and the performance and the audience and life. And yeah, it's beautiful.
And yay to not looking so macho. Like, just like, let it go, guys.
It's hotter, right? When they're crying?
I don't know if it's hotter. I just
hot.
think like, I just, oh.
But you want to give them a cuddle.
Right? I just love them.
Yeah.
So Neo scored them a 90, J-Lo was 92, and Derek gave them a 90, with ultimately the score 90.7, which I completely agreed with. I would have even scored them a little bit higher because I just loved them.
That's cool.
I loved them.
Well, you'll see them again, so you're good. I like what J-Lo said after they performed about when you find your passion, it kind of saves you. I think a lot of people go through life struggling to find where they fit in and what they're supposed to do. And it's so awesome when people do find things in the arts and they just become someone completely different, you know?
Right.
I know a lot of people back at home, like when they found dance, it just changed their lives, or anything, acting. I mean, we all know that. That's why we're here, right? But passion is key. So whatever your passions are out there, you guys stay with it and make it happen, yeah?
Yeah, you could be.
Take your passion.
Take your passion. Bring it to the competition world. Okay, so really quick, let's do a quick little iTunes shout out, shall we?
Yeah,
Can you want to tell them about iTunes?
Absolutely, everybody. If you want to jump on iTunes and find our fabulous show, World of Dance, you can like, you can rate, you can comment. 5 stars, please, would always be good. 5 out of 5?
Yeah, 5 out of 5 would be
5 out of
amazing. You know what's cool is that you could either be watching us right now on YouTube, or you could be listening to us in the car or on a run or whatever. So there's different ways to access us if you want to do it on the go, or if you want to sit down and hang out and get on in the live chat. There's that for you too. We just wanted to mention it. Just wanted to let you know we're here for you. So anyways.
Yeah, and we want to hear from you as well, right?
Yeah, as
Let us know
well.
your thoughts on the shows, and
of course, and what you want us to do and who you want us to talk to and all that fun stuff.
Maybe we can have our own like internal competition where people can submit their own dance moves and all that good stuff.
Ooh, I like that.
We could be judges.
Innovator. I like that a lot. That would be so fun to have you guys in the live chat submit little dance videos.
Yeah, we can put them up on that screen.
Ooh, okay. All right. We're going to start riffing on that. Let's get to the next routine. The next routine is Charity and Andres.
Wow.
When they said that they were contemporary dancers from Utah, like I knew what that meant because I grew up, I grew up dancing in Chicago, but when I would go to summer intensives, the kids from Utah would always crush it.
Really?
I mean, oh my God. The technique that comes out of Utah studios is incredible.
That's interesting. Why is that?
You know
What's that
what?
about?
I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know. They just breed better there. The dancers from Utah are very classically trained, I think, when they're younger, I guess. This is me making large assumptions, but everything I have known to be true about Utah dancers, they're really great at contemporary.
That's so cool.
But what I liked about this routine is that it wasn't just contemporary. They had breakdancing moves, they had 540s and flares.
Some ballroom going on.
Some ballroom moves. They had kind of every aspect that you want in your first opening routine to say, hey, by the way, we're diverse. We can do a lot of different things. We're not just contemporary. We've got tricks. We've got, we've got it all.
Yeah.
Mixed bag of tricks.
Just the technique, Utah technique. It was the most, like, you see technique and you see a performance where you're like, well, that's impressive. But I think it was just the additional stamina and execution of everything. Everything was higher, stronger, longer. The lines just, oh my gosh, that was probably one of the most stunning contemporary technique routines I've ever seen. Seriously.
Yes, you guys are so amazing in the group chat, and I love you, and this is why I love you. I didn't put this together, but you guys did because you're geniuses. You guys are saying that they dance with Jackson, that they all three go to the same studio. Jackson we saw last week, who we fell in love with. They all go to the same studio in Utah called Center Stage. Well, that makes sense.
Oh, it's called Center Stage. That's cool.
Center Stage. Yeah, and you know what? That is who I grew up dancing with too. People from there. So I mean, ages ago.
We're gonna go to Utah.
Yeah, I know.
Hey.
Maybe we should move to Utah. Let's all go to Utah. Thank you guys for that insight. That's interesting.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Good to know.
and so much fun for them to go through the show together, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, it'll be interesting later on when they're competing, right?
Right? Yeah.
Watch this space.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the teachers are like having to pick sides.
Oh, I know.
No, I'm sure that's not the case. Next routine. We're really running through it today.
We are.
We've got B-dash and concrete.
Concrete.
This is so exciting because concrete, if you guys remember, was on So You Think You Can Dance last year.
Yes.
And he almost made it to the show with Jenna, but it came between Kiki and Concrete. And Concrete and Jenna performed this beautiful, stunning, amazing masterpiece. And then she ended up choosing Kiki. And everybody was like, why? Why? No one understood it at the time. Now we all see everything happens for a reason. And obviously this is great for Concrete. Now Concrete has this going on, World of Dance, and he's got his new partner, B-Dash. Maybe not new partner, but he's working with B-Dash more now. And we all obviously see it really went well for Kiki and Jenna on So You Think You Can Dance. So everything happens for a reason. But I was so happy to see him back in the arena and back in the ring and competing again. And this routine showcased their abilities. It was amazing. It's hard to describe. I thought it was absolutely flawless, and I just loved all of the hat tricks. It was smooth and innovative. I got the moves.
That crumping kind of stuff. Only certain types of people can pull that off. You have to do a lot of training specifically in those sorts of disciplines to actually pull that off. Like the average contemporary dancer and ballerina, I can't do that. But it was so clean, wasn't it, as well? And it was just impeccable. And as they were mentioning, how did you choreograph that? You did an amazing job.
Yeah, and they were so incredibly in sync.
Tricks.
The tricks, I love a good trick, and I love a good, I was worried about that hat. Just like Neil was worried about that hat falling down, but they were so incredibly rehearsed that
I had it down.
Well,
and obviously mesmerizing a bit at the trick at the end, so mesmerizing that I missed it, even though I was staring right at it. But
you were like, what?
I was like, wow.
And I was like, that was insane. And she was like, wait, did I miss something? I was like, yes. There was an illusion. It was really cool.
Mesmerized. Hilarious.
No, but I thought it was an incredible routine, and the judges agreed.
They sure did.
So Neo with a 96, J-Lo with a 93, and Derek with a 94, giving them a 94.3 overall, which was absolutely warranted. I thought it was amazing.
So good.
Before we move on, I would like to say that you guys are seriously geniuses. And just to add on to what we were talking about with Charity and Andres, you know who else came from Center Stage? Not only Jackson, but Jenna Johnson as well. How funny is that?
We need to go and film this in Utah. And
oh my gosh, that's so
amazing.
crazy and ironic. That studio owner must just be so proud.
We need to.
They're like pumping out professional dancers.
Amazing.
I love it.
Amazing.
I want to know what they're drinking. Like
Yeah, I
their
wanna go
Kool-Aid. What is
visit.
going on? That's great. Thank you guys for the insight. Okay, so next and finally, this was
It.
oh my gosh. Probably oh, this was another tear jerker.
It was, so we're talking about the Fabulous Sisters.
Yes, this
from
is the
Japan.
Fabulous Sisters.
Konnichiwa, genki desu ka?
Yes, they are from Japan. Fukushima, is that
Fukushima, yeah.
Fukushima, that just a few years ago was
Yeah.
devastated by the earthquake, the tsunami, and all of the radiation. And they talk about not being able to go outside to play. So kind of dance was their oasis. That was where they could be and be safe.
Similar to Connection, right? The Mexican group that couldn't go outside because of fear of, well, that way kidnapping, but this time they couldn't go out because of radiation. We're so lucky. We are so lucky where we are, I swear. But honestly, that performance blew my mind.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it was just the most incredible song choice for a start. And it was just like they mentioned, it was like an opera. It was like a massive musical, just the feeling and oh my gosh, the choreography just matched it perfectly. And then with the lighting, costumes, everything was so different, wasn't it? I just think.
Oh my gosh, the musicality. Yeah, it was the musicality was incredible, and I think that I felt like they were playing the instruments. Like I felt like for some reason their movement was dictating the music, which is the most incredible thing I think ever
That's a
to
good
do.
way to put it.
You know, it almost felt like they were making the music. Oh my gosh, and for such little peanuts to have such grasp of how to perform something like that. I mean, it was absolutely perfect. Everything when they had the girl turn around and it was like just stick, hold. This is where I need to be.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I was so incredibly impressed.
Yeah. It was
amazing.
Like, honestly, it was the most moving, and I was literally crying. And I don't think
Yes!
just when it takes you to that deep place, this total soul level stuff. It was amazing. But the choreographer or the teacher who was backstage, I can't wait to see the next one on that. If they can keep bringing all those the precision, the roll-offs, like you said, they're so young as well. Just incredible. I actually don't know how old they were, but they looked.
They're itty bitty, I think. But you guys in the group chat agree. We've got 1, 2, 3 Clash 5 is saying that they are true artists.
Yes.
They were amazing. Christina Moon is saying that Derek Hough mentioned them on his live, so I have high expectations. Okay, which I think that is a great insight. Thank you, Xtina. What the Snit said, they were so clean. They really stood out. I can't wait to see more from them. Yeah, so I am really excited to see what they have in the bag. I was stalking their Instagram, and they have a lot of interesting content.
Great.
That I think that they're going to whip out. And so
I think they could literally have a show now. Like they mentioned, I would pay to go and see a show of all that for a number of hours. That is just stunning.
Yeah, and you always get nervous when you see packages before dances like that. Like I was like, oh my god, I already fell in love with them. Like I just want them to do well. Please just do
Please
well.
be good.
And then they blow you out of the water. You're like, why? I'm so dumb for even like wondering if this was going to go well. They are incredible performers
And so
incredible
gracious.
artists.
I love the way the Japanese are just so gracious and such sweet, positive, beautiful, well-mannered people in general, aren't they? So grateful.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It was amazing. Not even a bobble. And amongst the chaos was just this beautiful piece of art.
Yes. It was art. That's exactly what it was. Full stop. Art.
Yeah. And it's crazy. It's like you feel like this day and age we've seen it all, right? Nope. Apparently not. You know, that they kind of this is a great example of something 100% innovative, 100%. We haven't really seen anything like this. It's just kind of new.
Well, this is the joys of opening a competition like this up to the world, is we're going to get all these different inputs and cultures and something different that we don't see every day here in, for example, LA or Utah.
Yes. Yeah, well, those Utah people. They really know how to do it. But so the scores for the Fabulous Sisters were, we have 94 from Neo, 93 from J-Lo, and 93 from Derek. And that is a 90.
Didn't he do 97?
Oh, 97?
Yeah, I think he was
Did
really
I write
high.
that down wrong?
I don't know, maybe it's...
So what did you have for the final?
You're right, just 97. The total is 94.7.
Oh, 94.7.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so 94.7 was what they ended up with. I honestly would have scored them higher if I were a judge. But I thought it was absolutely amazing.
More of that, please. More of that. I love it.
Yes, please.
Derek, go for it.
That was absolutely amazing. So, okay, we are going to do a quick fan shout out. We're going to shout you guys out who are in the live chat because we love you guys. And thank you also for jumping in the comments every week. That's really great and we appreciate it. Even if it's feedback or whatever you need to say, you need to have a quick therapy sesh, just let it out, vent it out.
That's what dance is for, right?
That's what dance is for. So we've got Silver Watcher 30. We've got 1, 2, 3 Clash 5. Hey. We have What the Snit. Hey. We have, you guys are really, really great and so active on here. Oh, Trini Boy 27? Is that how I'm supposed to say? Silver Watcher, you guys are just amazing. Thank you guys so, so much. Xtina for being in the conversation. It wouldn't be the same without you guys. We really appreciate your input and
so awesome. And give us more. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you'd like us to do for the future shows as well. Some competitions and all that kind of thing would be awesome.
Absolutely. Okay, it's time for predictions.
It's like
And now,
UFO music.
AfterBuzz TV
Predictions. Okay.
I want to know what you think.
Okay, so you know what? To be honest, I am just really excited for the next few weeks. I have a few friends that will be on the show. Spoiler alert. So I'm really excited to see their performances. I don't know how it all pans out. I've kind of been kept in the dark a little bit. So I'm just really excited to see some familiar faces and different styles again. We're going to see different styles, different groups. So I think we're all going to be really excited about what we get to see.
Are you going to let us know which ones your friends are?
Oh my God, of course.
Okay,
I'll be shouting them out. I'm a full fangirl.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just, again, I keep going on about this, but I literally am just so excited. I just love seeing them dancers from different countries. I just love what they bring to the table, and they're always so gracious and grateful, in particular because they've had to work extra hard to get here, financially, flights, travel, all that sort of fundraising they have to go through. So, and it's just so nice to share dance with the world, and people from all over the world are watching this. You know, it's not just an American show, and therefore Americans get to spread the love to the world, and it comes back, and it's just awesome. I just love it.
It's amazing. For the world. Yay for the world. And it is cool for dancers all over the world to come to LA because it's a dance mecca. I mean, it's if it's not New York, it's LA. Exactly.
Well, that's why we bring all our dancers here to experience what it is working with the best, the top, experience at the level that you have to play at to be successful.
Which is crazy because you could go to a studio and it's like these people that you see on the shows.
Exactly.
So, it's very fun.
Or rehearsing this show or that show. Or there's a celebrity rehearsing in that room.
Yes,
Just the other day, Edge, Natalie Portman was just walking in, going to a private tap class, and Jason Derulo at IDA. Yeah, they're everywhere.
Right? It's crazy. It's crazy. So it's a really exciting time for these dancers. It's a really exciting time for this competition. We have some people in the group chat that are really excited to see Michael Demeski. Oh, yes. That is exciting. And who else are we excited to see? There's a lot. Some people in the group chat are hoping there's an Emmys nomination this year. I think that is probably a possibility. Yeah, so it's a really exciting time for the show, and I think that they're doing a really good job. This episode I liked even more than the first episode, so I think it can only go up from here, which is exciting.
Saving the best for last, hopefully.
Saving the best for last. But thank you guys so much for joining us. We know this was kind of a speed round this week, but it's just the two of us. And next week we will have Kristen back.
Yay.
And it'll be a very fun time recap, and we will have Inside the Scoop and all that fun stuff. If you guys want to follow us during the week, you guys can find me at TeagueDP. It's at TIEGEDP. Mostly Instagram if you want to check it out there. But also get in the chat and let us know what you guys think or what you guys want us to do or research or all that fun stuff. And maybe we'll launch our little dance competition.
Yes, I think we should do
where
that.
can we find you?
You can absolutely find me on all my social media at Kim Davey Live, or you can also find us at sheshineson.com if you want to come to LA or New York.
Yes, how exciting! Thank you guys so much. We will see you next week.
Cool, see you later.
Woo!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.